Hello there! Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 2 Mega City is here. This is the series where we look at all the map changes from the huge game-changing landmarks to the tiny, inconsequential details only true nerds like you and I enjoy. We have quite a lot to get through today, so if you wouldn't mind doing the like thing and maybe think about using code ADAMARU, we can begin. We've got to visit the mega city first. The cyberpunk-inspired urban jungle is the new hot drop every single game. The detail here is mind-blowing. Neon-soaked streets with giant projections and movie posters. Who knew the Ronin was a movie star? And this may be my favourite thing ever. The dragon on top of the main skyscraper can do this. It breathes fire. The detail of this mechanical beast is jaw-dropping. Inside that mouth is a detailed tongue with teeth, and on the outside, that exoskeleton with spine sections on its back is a crazy high level of production. It seems too good to not be here for a reason. So here's my random day one claim like usual. I think that dragon is going to come alive. Please, Epic Games, pretty please. Around this new location is a sushi bar with all new props, and across the street is an art gallery with many of the Easter eggs we've seen over the years from Epic, like the Unreal Tournament image, which was one of Epic's much older games. Here in the mega city, there is a vault, which as always requires a key card. This time you'll need to find a boss, High Card, and his henchman, and by eliminating the big man, he will drop a key card as well as a few top-notch weapons. Follow the card to the vault, and everything inside is yours. It may not be as impressive as the ones from last season are, but when combined with the loot you got from the boss, the odds are you're gonna win this game. I have faith in you. The mega city is only one part of this new biome. Standard trees are now replaced with bamboo, which confirms that the bamboo we spotted in-game last season for 1 week was a teaser for this update. Or maybe it was a mistake. There are new pagodas and other buildings standing on multiple floors to be explored, with unnerving suits of armor watching you. One of these buildings sits above Mega City, but hold up a minute. A hot spring is now here, and yes, you can yeet yourself into the air, but if you look at this entire rock mound, this used to be a volcano, and should it ever become active again, there's a potential magma path leading all the way to the neon streets below. So the Mega City may not be in one piece for very long. And if you're wondering what happened to the POI that was here before, Faulty Splits is no more. The only remnants I could find was this bowling trophy. A few pins, a pair of bowling shoes, and the sign for the venue. Everything else has gone. Like usual, I've scoured the island for new details which could lead to something in future updates. And have a look-see at this one. On the south of the island, washed up on the beach, is this. The mascot and signage from the old restaurant in Chapter 2 and 3. Fish Sticks has somehow found his way back into our lives and could very well become a sushi connoisseur down here. I'll let you know if any NPCs find this and make something from it. Do you remember the old days of Hut Watch? Well, look at this. I know it doesn't seem like much right now, but right at the end of the new biome is a wood yard. And for years, these things have progressed and constructed buildings over time. And right now, look what they're doing. In a touch of brilliance, we can see that the lines we used to get around are being used to carry the logs themselves. A genius bit of ingenuity, and I'm really hoping that one day I can say Hut Watch again. Version 3.0. Ooh, tingles. One of the strangest things introduced in today's Fortnite update is this. Over at the far right hand side of the island are these pillars. Not only are they in a very specific order and shape, these bad boys cannot be harmed at all. They are indestructible. Usually in Fortnite, if something like this cannot be broken, it has meaning. Theories needed. What you thinking? Midway through a game, it's possible for this to happen. A house floating in the sky. Those who've been playing this game for far too long, like me, will know this is the house from Chapter 1. It can emerge from thin air and exist just floating happily in the sky. This building has so much history. First, a solitary house was in the center of Loot Lake. We thought nothing of it. And then suddenly, it became bouncy. We called it Thanos Lake. And then the darkness took hold and sent it skyward. It did a few laps of the island, and finally, in a mighty explosion, it was removed from reality. Then, for no reason at all, it dropped out of the sky and into the new waters of Chapter 3. And now we think we know why. It looks like this thing has been reality hopping for a few years. Inside, it's like the good old days, with one very big update. A vault. This one doesn't need a keycard, just a couple of keys and the loot is all yours. The new kinetic sword is a game changer, especially for movement. But did you know there are multiple places on the island where you can find these? Dueling circles, each with 2 swords. If you choose to land here, be prepared for an epic battle like an old samurai movie. Or just run away, you do you. Okay, so what's the story this season? The rift gate we built with Stellan was decimated in the final days of season 1, and that rift in the sky was only the beginning. Hundreds of rifts filled the air and built what we see today in game. The thing is, it's not everywhere like the trailer suggests, it's only the Japanese themed bit. But if you see other changes elsewhere on the map, please give me a shout, I'm sure I've missed something. The Peace Syndicate have been on the island for quite a while, and this season they've begun to speak to us. And it turns out that they are in a battle with another syndicate. Typical. Evie informs us that the Peace Syndicate have been watching us in our battle against Io for months, keeping notes on all of us, and in particular the Imagined Order. It seems though that all her information is corrupted, so that may take all the season to get some answers. I'll be back later in the week to give a more clear overview of the story and the season. But as an opener, this is the first time IO have been mentioned this chapter. I guess we wait on the Shapeless Man. Oh, and this was surprising, the Citadel is still here and it's still fine, completely intact. Apart from the Rift Gate, of course. Right, I'm gonna get going, I'll work on a story video and I might do a Myth Chasers episode if anyone on my Discord is listening. If you have any Fortnite dumb science ideas you'd like me to try with my Discord fam, please tell me in the comments below. I'm Adam, you're awesome. Here's some legends who've used my code. Cheers.